All right, y'all. Welcome to week one of the 30-day Biz Talk Growth Camp. I am your coach Miles, and I will be leading and directing you into creating compelling content over the next 30 days. And again, I just wanted to take the time to say thank you for being here, for allowing me to be your coach to grow your business throughout these 30 days. Okay. Now, before we get started into the actual Zoom call, just want to go over some of the operations of the growth camp. Okay, I know there's an operating procedures channel, but I still just like to make sure that the guidance is clear. All right, so everything that goes on in this growth camp, I want you to take it into consideration with moderation. The work that you put in is what you are going to get out. The reviews, the results that you probably have seen prior to coming here, they are all true, real clients, real results, and you will be our next success story. All I'm asking is that you come here, and I want you every single day. This is just my advice from those that have been in the previous camps, those that ask questions, those that attend the Zoom calls, those that are in the Discord, taking those trending sounds and applying those trending sounds as I put them out. Those are the ones that see the highest results. All right. So get serious, get committed. The first thing that you should have done is obviously read the operating procedures in the Discord. The second thing, every single Friday, there will be a video unlock. So the video that you guys have for week one has already been put out this past Friday. You should have watched that in full. What I need you guys to do every single week is watch the Friday videos full length all the way through, okay? Prior to coming to the Zoom call, because on the Zoom call is where I want you to take advantage of having me on these calls. Yes, you can get inside of the Discord. I will unlock the questions for Coach channel, so you will be able to ask me questions via text, but I want to talk to you guys. All right, you pay for me to be your coach. I want to talk to you guys so we can elaborate and communicate clearly as to anything that you're having an issue with or you just want clarity on. All right, I'm here and I appreciate you being here. And I want to make sure that you leave here with what you intended to receive upon exiting. All right. Again, every single Sunday we had some confusion with the Zoom call. Again, we have a couple of members that was in the last Zoom call. Okay, so that the time frames are different. So if you were part of the last month's 30-day growth camp, pay attention to what is going on in this growth camp. Okay, the Zoom calls will be at 5 p.m. Central Time. Okay, so this is the beginning of the Zoom call, and all of the information. We're not hiding no information from you guys. If you look inside of the Discord on the left-hand side, all of the tabs are there. There is also in the operating procedures a Discord tutorial video. Okay, so now that we got all of that out of the way, again, thank you all so much for being here on time, as that's how you get the most information. I ask that you act like a sponge coming into this 30-day growth camp and soak up all the information. Be teachable, all right? So as we go into week one, this week is going to be content under construction. If you watch the week one video, again, reiterating that I want you to watch those videos in full prior to coming to the Zoom call. If you have watched the video already, then you know that I talked about ending your user search. I talked about different forms of content that you should be creating, okay? And I elaborate on those in depth, in full, all right? But I'm just going to briefly tap on what I meant when I said I want you to start creating content that ends your user search. So everything that you was doing prior to coming to this camp, I want you to put that to the side, because this week is content under construction week, meaning I'm stripping you of everything that you thought you knew, and we're going to create a new mindset behind what content is, all right? So when I say create content that ends your user search, what I mean by that is every single day, your community is going on Google, going on TikTok, going on YouTube, right? They're going to somebody's search engine. And if I don't know if you guys recently discovered this, but when we search things on Google now, TikTok videos are showing up. All right. So again, we are already in position. Those people on Facebook that aren't on TikTok, they're late. We already are in position. Now let's start showing up where our community is searching. Okay, so I want you to write down this question. It's 2 questions. I understand we have some individuals here that are selling a product, and we have some individuals that are selling a service. So I'm gonna always diversify how I put things out. So the question that I want you to answer at some point this week, and I want you to get a piece of paper and really answer this question, because sometimes when we're answering questions just out loud, we don't give a very detailed answer. But I want you to be detailed because we have to gain a better understanding of who it is that we serve. Once we gain a better understanding of who it is that we serve and our targeted audience, we can begin to create content that they are searching for. Because once we start showing up where they are looking, okay, that's how we eliminate finding our next sale, finding our next client, finding our followers. We're going to start showing up where they are looking. So the question I want you to ask yourself is, what problem do I solve? And who is dealing with this problem? Okay, what problem do I solve and who is dealing with this problem? I love the fact that I got a small group because I get to talk to y'all a little bit different. Okay, still professional, but just I really just get to elaborate with you all. And I would like for you all to, provide feedback in the comment section. I do ask that you guys keep your mics mute until we get to the Q&A where we have an open discussion. But I would love to read your comments as I am going along. But when it comes to answering this question, okay, what problem do I solve and who is dealing with this problem? Okay, who is looking for a solution? Or you can tap on, what emotion am I trying to bring or fulfill? And who is craving this emotion? You might sell purses. You might be a health and wellness coach, right? Your pain point might be an emotion that someone is trying to feel. They are trying to build confidence. So I want to make sure that I'm hitting on both sides of the table here for those that sell a product and or a service. Okay, be diversified with the niches that I have here. But one of the things that I noticed that you guys, well, not you guys specifically, I will be looking over your TikTok accounts. Okay, inside of the general chat, you can post 2 videos a day. That is not a guarantee that I'm going to analyze your videos, but post 2 videos a day there, and I will look over them, and then I will create constructive criticism in a group manner. Okay, so there will not be any individual audits, I would say, but collectively, I will look at your videos and say, hey, based on the videos of this week, these are the 3 main things that I see that needs to be fixed. Okay, so collectively, I will do audits. All right. But one thing that I noticed with all the clients that I've dealt with, all of the growth camps, the group calls and the one-on-one calls that I've done, is that we are not sure of who we serve. Okay. For some reason, it seems like the community is afraid of really pinpointing who it is that you serve. For example, if you serve, or for example, if you're a financial advisor and you service Black women, don't be afraid to say, my name is such and such, and I help Black women close the wealth gap. Or my name is such, and this is if it applies to you. All I'm saying is be bold, be confident with who it is that you serve. I'll share a personal example. When I first started doing these growth camps, I was trying to help everybody, y'all. I was trying to help everybody. Okay. Did it work? Yes, it did work, but was it sustainable? No. Once I really started pinpointing and saying, I want to help business owners that leverage TikTok in 30 days, my clientele changed. Okay. You go from people, well, I went from when I wasn't clear as to who it is that I was helping, I was getting clients that were unsure of what it is that they wanted to do, how it is they wanted to serve their community. You see how if you're confused, you generate confused clients. I don't want you guys to be confused. So this week, after you watch that video, you should have said, man, I need to be clear on who it is that I am targeting. Okay. I need to be clear in my messaging. And before we move on, I want to say this to you guys. When you are creating content, I want you to focus on being clear and not clever. Okay. I'll go back to a personal example and some examples within previous camps. Okay. Individuals think that, let's say you're disability insurance or you're just a financial advisor, or you can even be, you know, in the hair niche, right? You think that you have to speak a certain way or that you have to say certain words, right? I want you to understand that if your community, and you can say me because I'm essentially on the end user of your account, right? Your content comes down my feed too. If I'm looking at your content and I can't understand what it is that you were saying, you lost me. So I want you to speak to be clear and not clever. And I'll give you a simple example, all right? Because you don't have to be in these corporate niches in order to get what I'm saying. And I'll give you an example right now. Instead of me saying, here's how to get your videos, or here's how to beat the algorithm and generate your first sale on TikTok. What do you think is the word that will have people like, I don't know what that is. Get in the comment section if you can, please, and just let me know what do you think is the word that's going to throw people off? Because my clientele, and this goes back to understanding your targeted audience, and it goes far deeper than the surface level. A lot of people think age and gender and demographics is your target audience. Do they have kids? Are they married or single? Are they, what is their, what are their hobbies? How much money do they make? All of those different things play a detrimental part in who it is that you target. Okay. And it goes into other aspects of your business. You can think about the pricing and things of that sort. I don't get into the business part of it, but I'm just letting you know, knowing your target audience will allow you to better price your products. Because if you're trying to sell a $10,000, I've had some clients that had $10,000 packages and they sold them while they were in my growth camp. But still, you can't sell those type of packages to individuals that, you know, make $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a year. They're not interested in a $10,000 package. Okay. Know who your target audience is and speak to them clearly in your videos. And remember, be clear and not clever. Clear. And the example that I want to give you was that algorithm. Instead of saying algorithm, more people identify with For You page. Okay. So use words that your community know, recognize, or excuse me, know, recognize, and react to. So write that down. In your videos, you should be speaking words or using words as in text on the screen that your community know or quickly identify, know, and react to. They see the word, they know what it means. That's that know part. They see the word and they know what it means. I say For You page, you know what the For You page means. If I say algorithm, you don't know what that is, so that throws you off. Okay, there's a disconnect there. All right. Know, recognize, they recognize it and react to. Okay, they're going to react. They're going to comment. They're going to like. Right. So this is how we create compelling, binge-worthy content that resonates with our community. And this is how we place our content exactly where our community is looking as far as ending our user search. What I mean by that, just to sum it all up, is simply whatever your community is searching for on the search engine. When we create content, we want to be the answer to that. That's how you end their search. When they find your video, they say, oh man, I have been searching all over to find this answer. You finally answered it. Boom. You see what I'm saying? So just be thinking about that. Okay. Now, with that being said, I want to go into the next thing, which is going to be, all right, now that we have generated ideas and talked about how to end our user search. Now, how do I create content that speaks to that, right? You're simply going to take the data that you found, all right, on the platforms that I'm about to show you, and you're going to answer these questions, or you're going to create content that speaks about and speaks to these pain points. You're going to be the solution, okay? You're going to be the subject matter expert in all things involving your niche. So here's a gem for you guys, all right? Answer the Public. Answer the Public is going to be answerthepublic.com. is going to be you can go on Google, type in answerthepublic.com. Essentially what it is Google took all of the searches, all right, and all of the searches over a 90-day time period. And they said, based on what you type, so when you go on answerthepublic.com, you're going to type in your niche, fitness, health, wellness, marriage, whatever it is, right? TikTok growth. You're going to click enter, and then there's going to be a web that gets created. And that web is going to be all of the accumulated data that Google has gathered from people that have searched on Google over 90 days. So you have relevant in-demand content, okay? And again, this is a web browser type of software. It is in an app, okay? So it's answerthepublic.com. And that web is going to contain the 5 W's, okay? The 5 W's of the topic that you typed in the search bar on answerthepublic.com, all right? Who, what, when, where, why. All of that's going to be covered in that web, and you can pull from. You can download that web as a CSV or a PDF. I wouldn't go line for line with that content. Use it as a resource, okay? Don't be lazy throughout these 30 days of growth, of this growth camp. Use it as a resource, all right? You can use it as hooks, attention grabbing hooks. In the week 1 video, I talked about attention grabbing hooks and why that's important. You can use that as your hooks, all right? Because you already know people are searching that. So why not take what people are searching, put it in my video as a hook, because I know it's going to be those sentences and hooks that people know, recognize, and react to, okay? The next one is going to be ones that you probably have not even thought of, or ones that you use a lot, but you never thought about using it as a resource for creating content that ends your user search, creating content that is in demand. The second one is going to be YouTube. When you go on YouTube, I just want you to type in a sentence as if you were just not even creating content, right? So most sentences start with what? How to become, how to start, how to stop, how to make, right? We're not recreating no wheels here. We are letting success drive clues for us to be more successful, okay? And the way businesses market on social media, specifically for this group TikTok, is they go and do things that people are already doing and they make it better. They capitalize on what's already being done. So on YouTube, people, trust me, they are creating content that is in demand. Find you 2 content creators on TikTok that post in-demand content related to your niche. Those, I would say 7 times out of 10, the headline that they use, not the thumbnail, because we know the thumbnail is going to be clickbait, but the headlines that they use are going to be headlines that people actively search. If you think about it real quick, just how YouTube operates, you would put a headline that people search. So when they search it, those keywords are pulling out. We're going to take that valuable information and we're going to start using that on TikTok as data for us to use for hooks and also topics that we need to be talking about, okay? You want to find a content creator on YouTube that actively posts. If you went to the operating procedures and you got the PDF for this growth camp, on that PDF, I also talk about finding similar content creators on TikTok. It's important for you to look at your competitors to see what they are doing, for the simple notion of success will always leave clues, okay? They're talking about in-demand topics. They're literally doing the research for you. That's not for you to go and copy their content. It's for you to get your wheels going, because 2 major things that hinders growth when it comes to digital marketing. 1, content ideation, content creation, developing content, and 2, live stream. We're going to work on both of those things here in the next 30 days, okay? The next one is going to simply be the TikTok search bar. If I want to create in-demand content and I want to get an idea of what my community is searching for on TikTok, why wouldn't I go to TikTok search bar? Okay, it makes sense. We don't overcomplicate this. Go to the search bar, begin to type in a sentence, how to start, how to stop, how to prevent, or a sentence that relates to your niche in that same aspect. Allow the other options. You know how when you're about to type in a sentence and then all of these other options start to pop up? Those other options is not AI. Well, it's really, I can't say it's AI or it's not, but what it is other sentences that people have already typed that are similar to the words that the 3 words or 4 words that you just put inside of the search bar. So again, that's clues as to, okay, I typed in how to grow on TikTok and other people said how to grow on TikTok in 30 days, how to grow my business fast. So I'm writing those down. You may not use all of them, but create you a list of just what you see before you, a viral list or a in-demand topic list that you can use when you begin to create content for the challenge, the week 1 challenge, and so forth. Okay. Now, so 2 things that we talked about. We talked about 1, ending your user search. All right. And again, if you came midway, the replay will be available. I'm going to try to upload the replay tonight because we are doing an earlier Zoom call. So that allows me to take the time to record these. But we talked about ending your user search and how to do that. We also talked about, now that we know how to, end our user search, how do I find these topics to create? How do I know what's my community is even looking for? And those will be the gems that I just gave you guys. Okay, Answer the Public, YouTube, and the TikTok search bar. All right, on top of that, you can always go, and I spoke about this in a week 1 video, the comment section. Those creators that you are following, okay, they're creating in-demand content. Go in their comment section. There will be a lot of questions. There will be a lot of feedback. There will be a lot of opinions. Utilize that information and see how you can pivot off of that and speak about it or elaborate on it on your individual page. All right. The next thing that I wanted to talk about before I get in that, I see we have a Big Spender said, what app to make the video to have the text on the screen? Again, you should be editing in. That's a great question, by the way. Thank you so much for putting that in the chat. Edit in the app, okay? There's no reason why you guys are using other platforms to create content, okay? This growth camp will be the first growth camp that I actually implement CapCut trends and more. I'll give you guys a little bit more information on that, but you guys will have, and this is, if you were in the February's growth camp, go and thank those individuals because they mentioned that. And again, I'm very flexible with how I go about getting you guys results. So I noticed on TikTok, they are doing a little bit more CapCut type edits, but those are just, you click, and I'll elaborate on it, but we will incorporate some of the CapCut trends that you see into our content strategy. But to go back to your question, what app or what video would you use or app would you use to create text on the screen? You should be editing in the app. TikTok allows you to put text on the screen. They allow you to trim videos, cut videos, add videos. They allow you to do overlays where you have 2 videos in one, the picture in picture. In the app, I need you guys to take the time, just this 5 minutes, set aside 5 minutes and literally just go inside of the app and seriously just click on things, okay? Just seriously go and click on things. There's so many different features on TikTok. We're going to go over some of those at the end of this, like the 3 green screens that I want you to know, how to link your calendar and how to link videos, link your old video to a video you are about to post. So those are the 5 hands-on that we are going to do. The next thing that I want to talk about is going to be your call to actions. Real briefly, because the week 1 video is 1 hour long and it talks primarily about the things that I'm kind of briefly hitting on. So if you want the full in-depth version, the week 1 video is going to have that. But I wanted to mention, you need to have call to actions in your video. I know a lot of people feel like having a call to action is going to make you come off as salesy, but the way that I give it to you in the week 1 video, you would understand how I'm able to create videos every single time with call to actions and not come off as salesy. All right. So with that being said, 2 types of, I wouldn't say yeah, two types of call to actions that I want to talk about: nonverbal and verbal. Nonverbal is going to be text on the screen. All right. So let's say I'm creating a video right now and I'm talking, but then in a little corner, you see I put text on the screen that says, if this video, if you agree, type agree in the comments. If you like this video, follow me for more daily tips. You see what I'm saying? That's nonverbal. So in your videos, you can have, I want you, it's never a or situation. There's never a one or the other. In this next 30 days, I want you to, if you have that mindset of I have to do one or the other, I want you to put that to the side. We're not doing that for the next 30 days. It's always, it can be together, combined. Okay. So in one video, you might have two call to actions, one nonverbal and one verbal. Okay. When you are talking about someone taking action, I want you to always have that as a verbal call to action. So to clarify, if I'm the call to actions that are nonverbal, right, would be ones for hit the like button if something in this video resonates with you. Comment ready if you're ready. Favorite this video for more. Those will be my nonverbal. Those are just the ones that pop up on the screen. And I do want to give you guys advice. You want those to pop up within the first 3 seconds, okay, of your video. Because let's be honest here, most people start to trim off after 3 seconds, right? So while I got your attention, I want you to do something that's going to push this video to 3 more people, okay? Let me know in the comment section if you guys got that, or I need to elaborate a little bit on that, what I mean by that. Again, the nonverbal, put it in the first 3 seconds, have it pop up, just like with YouTube, right? You see the subscribe button pop up while you're watching, right? Because we don't know if people are going to stay all the way to the end. So while I got your attention in that first 3 seconds, yes, I have my hook in my video, but I still can have something pop up that just say, favorite this video, if to review it again later. Favorite this video to reference back to later. Like this video if something resonates with you. Like this video if you agree, right? Those are the most common types of nonverbal call to actions. Going into the verbal call to action, those will be the ones where you are physically telling someone, if you are like, again, this example would be if I am in the fitness niche, okay? A verbal call to action would simply be, if you would like a personalized meal plan so that you can snatch your waist, view my bio to lock in a one-on-one call with me. When it comes to someone actually taking action with you, tonality matters. And I also don't want you to have a passive call to action, meaning you're just putting it on the screen, but lazily, right? Let them know what it is that you have to offer, and that how it is that they can connect with you or how they can purchase your products and services, right? Links, if you guys have been following me for a while, but if not, I'll put this out there. If you say the word link in bio, or if you mention another platform like DM me on Instagram, something like that, those are banned words or phrases, okay? So you cannot say link in bio. So that's why I use the word view my bio, okay? So I don't say links, I just say view my bio for more details, for more information. View my bio for to grab this meal plan or this one-on-one call, okay? So a quick format for your call to actions, and once you guys write this down or just make a mental note of it, is going to be, whenever you do your call to actions, I want you to have the benefit and then what action they need to take, okay? A lot of people have open-ended call to actions. Follow me for more. Follow you for more what? You see what I'm saying? Follow me for more daily tips on how to grow your hair during the summer, or protective styles during the summer, protective styles during the winter. Tell them why they are doing something, whether it's why they are following, why they are locking in a one-on-one call. Some people will say, view my bio to book a one-on-one call. About what? What are we talking about? What am I booking you for? Don't have your community guessing, okay? Because I want you guys to, in the next 30 days, just keep in mind that your content is working for you 24/7, okay? This is the only business where you can hire 100 people and not have to pay them a dime. Okay, you just literally have to have a charge phone. So every single time you post a video, that's you hired someone to work for you. So essentially, what we're trying to do is we're trying to answer all of the questions that someone, now we can't answer all of the questions, but the main questions that they're having, okay? Who are you? Who are you? What product do you have or provide? How can you help me? Those really are the main three. And where do I need to go to get the help? Right. So you see, and I get it. There are a lot of people that are in the comments and saying, well, how do I lock in with you? Those people are honestly just being ignorant. They're not even taking the time to just go to the link and come to your page. We're not worrying about them. We're not even attracting those type of clients. So hopefully that don't happen. But if it has been happening in the past, I want you to go back to those videos and ask yourself, is the things that I'm telling you to do now, were you doing them in those videos? Because that can be the answer as to why people are in your comments saying, how do I lock in with you? How do I purchase? Where do I find this? It's because you haven't given them the answer in the video. And we all know once someone's gone, it's hard to bring them back, right? So while they have that urgency to shop and the urgency to want to lock in, we want to already answer that question in the video that they are watching, okay? So that's, again, the call to action kind of format strip is going to be benefit plus how can they take action, right? Benefit, how they can take action. That benefit can be simply something along the lines of, what will they get when they take the action that you're about to tell them to take, whether it's to lock in with me, to gain this, to lose this, to prevent this, okay, to cure this, or if whatever solution that you have, that would essentially be your benefit. And then just the call to action, they need to go, some people operate through DMs on IG. You would definitely have to be creative with that call to action, but essentially just say, view my bio for more details. All right. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is just simply the metrics. Okay. After this, we're going to go into the pain point worksheet. That pain point worksheet is going to be available in the bonus material section of the Discord. Okay. So in the bonus material section of the Discord, we have the content planner and we have the week 1 pain point worksheet that we're going to go over and discuss on this live, on this Zoom call, okay? But before we get into that pain point worksheet, I just want to go over some metrics that will boost your, chances of getting on the For You page, all right? Likes, comments, favorites, follows, okay? If someone likes your video, that allows TikTok to say, okay, let me boost this out to more people. Comments, same thing. In the week 1 video, I talk about how to get more comments. Okay, it's simply just asking a question. All right, not all the time when you ask a question in the video, and I know I'm saying a lot of things that you need to do in one video, but in the week 1 video, it breaks it down, the exact format that you need to follow to hit on all of these things. And it sounds like a lot, but it's not a lot. It's going to be very quick. And the format that is given can operate with a 15, 20-second video, okay? You don't have to do, it won't be extensive, okay? Because you're hitting on these things very, very quick. But again, likes, comments, favorites, and also watch time. How long are people watching your video? So week 2, we're going to break down analyzation. So I'm going to walk you through next week how to analyze your week 1 content. But for this week, we just focus on content, right? Then next week, Sunday Zoom call, I have a worksheet. It's called an analyzation worksheet. We're going to actually analyze your week 1 content step by step together so I can show you how to find your winners, how to find your winning topics, your winning hashtags, and things of that sort, right? So let me share this screen because I want to, let's see. If you guys let me know in the chat if you guys can see my screen. Just put yes in the chat if you can see the screen. And I apologize for my video glitching. I just have to turn it off, turn it on. Can you all see my screen? Is it sharing it with you all? Okay, yes, okay. That's I just need one yes to make sure I'm good. Okay. So for this week 1 pain point worksheet, it's simply going to help you. I hope you guys have this before you because we're actually going to take some time to do it. All right. Let me just turn off my screen. It's going to be identifying customer pain points worksheet. Now, the questions, before we get into the questions, all right, I want you to understand that there are 4 primary areas to look at when you are trying to understand your customer pain points. For almost every single customer who has an issue or a concern, pain points usually fall within these 4 categories, okay? Financial, productivity, processes, and support. And you can read those. I'm not going to insult your intelligence, but if you have it before you can kind of read through each one. Kind of gives a little breakdown. But essentially what I want to do on this live here, I want to spend, or this Zoom, I want to spend the next 5 to 10 minutes just having you answer these, right? I want you to read the statements, questions, and highlight the ones that your customers are dealing with. For every highlighted one, I want you to answer the question or statement with how your product or service can solve your customers' problems, right? How? And with these answers, these are also going to be videos that you create, all right? Because we're creating content that ends our user search. We know that our community have pain points. So now we're going to dive deep into it. Now, if you're on a computer, you can type. These are fillable online. If you printed it off, you can just, write on them. But I try to make sure these worksheets, we can do both, as some people don't have a printer at home. If there is one, or if you feel like there isn't a question on here that you can answer, please let me know. That way I can try to develop one right now while we're on the call. But please let me know. I want you guys to fill these out. Just answer these questions, all right? I want you to keep in mind that every target audience you have will need their own evaluation. So if you have multiple, yes, you can have multiple clients that you service. Let's say, again, I'm just using fitness because it's just, easy. I always use the same examples, all right? But let's say you're in the fitness niche and you help women that want to gain weight. And you also help women or men that are trying to lose weight. Okay, those are different audiences. Okay, we all know women's bodies are different from male bodies. So again, you have different clients. So you can, however many targeted audiences you have, you serve, and this might be an opportunity for you to cut down as well. All right, and really harp on who it is that you want to serve. Don't be afraid. Like I spoke about in the beginning of the Zoom call, and in the beginning I was trying to service everyone, right? But the type of clientele that I was getting was not ideal to who I wanted to work with. Once I became specific and said, yo, I only help business owners leverage TikTok, my clientele was extremely different, okay? Extremely different, and I figured it out. And I did that by the same way that you're going to do right now, answering these questions, okay? My customer struggles with confidence. This can relate to self-care. This can relate to fitness. This can relate to hair. Do your community struggle with confidence in some way? And again, the questions that are on this worksheet, you may have never thought about. I want you to open your mindset to these questions, all right? If you sell disability insurance, I'm just going to go back to that one, right? Disability insurance, or if you are an organizer, I had both of these niches in the last camp. You might say, okay, my customer struggle with confidence? If I'm an organizer, right? I organize cabinets, I organize closets. I'm just an organizer. Do my customers struggle with confidence? They may struggle with confidence. Okay. I want you to open every single question that you read it as if there's a possibility that it, could benefit or impact your community. And if it doesn't, we're not trying to force it. If it don't, it don't, right? Do anybody have questions about this pain point here? This pain point worksheet here? My customer doesn't know the truth. Maybe there's a fact that you research, or you were in school and you found out something that you can share with your community members. My customers want a better quality of life. Okay. There's a difference in the type of content that you want to create. And as you guys are filling this out, I hope you guys are filling this out again. What you put in is what you get out. Okay. I'm on these Zoom calls. I want to make sure that I am allowing you the opportunity to fill these out. That way, if you have a question, I'm here to answer that question. It's just as simple as that. All right. But one thing that I wanted to mention while you all are filling the pain point worksheet out is think about your copyright and how you say things, right? So I will use the example of the one I just read. Do my customer want to change their outlook on life? Because one of the things that I most commonly see come down my For You page, and you can say the same, is people are always saying, I'm traveling, I'm doing this. They're always glorifying the aftermath. They're not really living like that, but they're always glorifying the aftermath. And some are of, if you take action with them, if you buy their PDF, then you can achieve this lifestyle. But if it was a little bit more personable, I feel like it would have a better impact than just saying, I seen a video, someone said they make $100,000 a month from social media. I'm not saying it's not possible, but come on now. You know what I'm saying? If it was a little bit more personal, right? Because saying 100, that means you consistently make that, right? But if you do, make it a little bit more personable, i.e., what is your story? Tie an emotional driving factor to that, and then put out, I'm now able to do XYZ because I don't have to answer to anyone, right? I did a video a couple of weeks back where I said, the greatest feeling is me being able to, fly out to Savannah to go see my little cousin, play basketball her 11th year of high school, and not have to worry about being at work on Monday, right? It's personable things. I'm not flaunting or anything like that. I'm sharing real life stories that have happened, okay? Because I took TikTok serious. I took my business serious on TikTok, right? Always think about storytelling. Don't leave that off the table when it comes to your content, all right? Always drive in emotion, storytelling, make it personable, and be transparent, all right? The next thing that I wanted to, do we have any questions about the pain point worksheet? You guys can put in the chat if you have a question about the pain point worksheet. I don't want to move on if someone's stuck or need a little bit more elaboration on it. And again, if you come up with a question after the call, there's a whole entire section in the Discord chat that will allow you to get your questions answered. I turned off my video, just wanted to let you guys know because it keeps glitching. So I'm not sure if I'm lagging with my voice or not. And I don't want to lag. I want you guys to be able to hear me clearly. So I'll just turn off my video just to let you guys know. So let's go into the hands-on portion. And then after the hands-on portion, we will have a Q&A portion, and then we'll just close it out. Again, I will try to post this replay in the Discord as soon as it is made available to me. Zoom does have to do their processing, and then I will be able to upload it inside of the Discord. But let's go to the hands-on portion. The first thing that I want to show you guys is going to be so when you're about to go live, I want you guys to post a live calendar. Now, throughout the 30 days, I'm going to be mentioning different features, different options for you to take. You may or may not see these options. That is a huge disclaimer because every time, we're in the growth camp, I say, hey, link your calendar to your bio. So when you go live, people will see that you're live. You also can link this same calendar to your videos, show you how to do it. But every time I do these walkthroughs, people say they can't see it or they can't find it. If you don't see it, you don't have it. Okay. So TikTok takes away a lot of different things. I've noticed in the past 2 weeks, they took away the option for you to link your Instagram, which is crazy to me, but it kind of makes sense because they're competing with each other, but it's whatever. But they add things and they take away things. Some people have the older things, some people have the new things, and vice versa. So just keep that in mind. All right. So the first thing that I want to show you is, let's say you're about to go live. You tell your community you're going to go live at 6 p.m. on Monday, right? In order for you to increase your live viewers, we have to make sure our community knows where we're at so they can show up. So a lot of times, proper preparation prevents poor performance. A lot of times we're pressing the on button and you may have 30 people on the live, but what if we can get 100 people on the live, right? We always want more, so let's do more so that those things can start happening, right? So if you can grab your phones with me real quick, and we're going to go on TikTok. Grab your phones real quick, and we're going to go on TikTok. What I want you to do is I want you to go to TikTok, and then I want you to click on profile. And Regina, can you put the steps? The first one is going to be how to generate a live calendar event. How to generate a live calendar event. Okay, so the first step is going to be to go to your profile, click the 3 lines that's shown at the top right, and you're going to click on settings and privacy. Once you click on settings and privacy, you're going to see the tab that says content and display. Content and display, you don't have to click on it, but once you click settings and privacy, you're going to see content and display. And underneath content and display, you will see notifications. And the second one is going to say live. So under content and display, it will say the second option is live. And it will look like a TV icon with the play button in the inside, kind of grayed out. Are we all there? Once you click on live, it's going to say live events. Once you click on live events, it's going to, at the bottom, you should see where it says create an event. When you when you see create an event, this is simply what you're going to click on to create your event. All right. So I know for me, all right, and the times that you should be going live, all right? Next week is going to be our Presence Mastery Week, where we actually talk about live stream and how do I know what's the best time to go live. This week, I want you all to test, all right? This content under construction week is also live under construction week. Test the morning time, test the afternoon time, test the evening time. I'm not saying go live 3 times. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying test, okay? If you have never gone live, test. We stepping out on faith for the next 30 days. I'm gonna place you in uncomfortable situations, all right? I want you to test this week, and based off, and then remember on Sunday, we're gonna come back here at 5 p.m. Central Time, and I'm gonna teach you how to analyze your content and your live stream to see when is the best time you should be posting your content and when is the best time you should be going live. Your analytics tell you what you should be doing based off of that, and also for how you feel, because it's a lot of times where there's been a few times where TikTok will say that I should be going live in the afternoon, but I've generated more sales in the morning. I'm going to do what the sales tell me to do. You see what I'm saying? So again, it is based off of what is happening, how you feel, and then you can kind of take into consideration what the data is telling you. And we'll go over that next week, starting Sunday for President's Mastery Week. But here's where you will create an event. For those of you that can see this, I want you to create an event. You should already know what times you're going to be going live next week. So let's just go ahead and just knock something out the way so you can free up some time this coming week. So just create it, because I want you to just create this right now, because the next thing I'm going to show you is how to link this live calendar event to a video that you are about to post. So this is going to be 2 things that we do to make people to get people to be notified that we are going live on said date. So there should be no reason as to why we're not having people show up to our live streams more than the average number that we usually have. So I'm actually going to create my calendar here. I'm going to be going live at 7:30. So I'm creating mine. You put a title in there. So I'm putting digital marketing on TikTok is my title. My start time is going to be 8:10 a.m. on March 20. Okay. What I like to do, because sometimes I'll be running late, y'all. And what happens is when we create this event, this will allow people to register. So you want to make sure that when you go live, you're on time, because it will TikTok will send a notification to the people that register. The registration is free. So you may have done this with either me or another creator, but you would just simply register for the live and say, hey, TikTok, I want to be notified of when this person goes live for this event. So if you are late, then TikTok won't notify those. Let's say you had 10 or 15 people that wanted to show up. They won't notify them, because this will vanish after the time that you set. So what I like to do is I like to add 5 to 10 minutes, and TikTok will let you go as early as 30 minutes prior to this time. So I just add 5 minutes. So if I'm going live at 8:10, I'm just going to put 8:15 or 8:20. Because again, sometimes I like to get that extra 5 minutes. Then it'll say the duration. 30 to 45 minutes is the max that you guys need to be on live. And again, I'll elaborate on why next week, but get into a habit of doing only 30 to 45 minutes. As business owners, we don't have all day to be sitting on live, and we're not in the business of convincing people. We're going to get on live, say what we got to say. I got an exact script that you're going to follow when you go live coming next week. And then we're going to close sales, and we're going to get on about the way. All right, you will put in a little description. I'm just going to say, join me for tips and strategies. And then it's going to say audience control. I do like to do the audience control over 18, just because why would I not do that? And when you click create this event, it will go through a approval process, but it's very quick. So mine is already approved. Once you go back to your page, let me see if you guys can see my actual screen. I wish I got to get my technology right. But anyway, once it is approved right here, you see where it says live event, it's going to show up right there. So anyone that comes to my page underneath my website, they will see that live event for tomorrow. And again, if you can't see it, if you just go to my TikTok account, you will see what we just did, right? Again, going into the registration, right? When people register, right here, it says 0 registered. Obviously, I just created it. But when they do begin to register for your lives, that is where that number will show up. So you just click on it. You just click on it from your page, and then right there underneath free, obviously it's a free event. That's where you will see who registered, okay? Now what we're going to do, we're going to go to a video in our drafts. We're going to go to a video in our drafts. I'm going to show you how the link that we just create to let everybody know we're going live, we're now going to link that to an actual video that we are about to post. Okay, these are for videos that you are about to post. So just go to any video in your draft. I have a lot of them. I'm sure you do too. Yeah. Go to any video in your draft and click next. After you click next, you're going to see where it has this right here. It says add link. Regina, can you put that in the chat? The next instructions in the chat would be how to link that calendar event to the video you are about to post. So you just simply go to the video you're about to post, you click on add link. Once you click on add link, some options are going to pop up. But as you see right here, it says live event. Again, apologize, it's not as clear, but it's going to say live event. Once you click on that, guess what pops up? The live event that you just created. Again, I apologize for not being clear, but I'm just kind of just showing you what my screen looked like because yours should be the same. Once I click that, then I click here at the bottom, done. Boom, there it is. So after you put in your description and your hashtag, you click post on your video, okay? Wait, let's go back. On your video, after you post it, let's just say this video had it. After you post the video, right here above your @ name would be that calendar. Okay, would be that calendar. In the Coach's Corner, I'm going to put out a checklist. And that checklist is going to be the format that you need to follow for every single video this week. And it's going to be the things that you need to do to make sure that you have this. Because as we're posting, right, say the challenge for this week is post 2 videos a day. As you're posting, your mindset is on, okay, I got my description, I got my hashtag, let me just post it. So that checklist is going to remind you to link this live stream or, ones after this that you do this week to the videos you are about to post. All right. All of this will make sense. By the end of the 30 days, you will start to see a drastic change in your live stream views, your sales, and your overall growth. All right. Last thing before we go into the Q&A, I appreciate your patience. We talked about a lot today. The last thing that I want to show you guys is 3 green screens that you need to use in your content. All right. Or 3 green screens you may not know about. So as what we're going to do, go to your profile. And you're going to click the plus symbol as if you are about to create a brand new video. So once you click the plus symbol, you click on effects. Once you click on effects, you're going to see trending. You're going to see create, new tool, TikTok pics. Okay. Community faves. You can look through all of those, but I just want to show you the green screen. Click on green screen. All right. At this time, you're going to, in row 1, you're going to see this green screen right here. The first one. Still can't see it. The first one is going to be a square with an arrow pointing up. Click on that. This is going to allow you to see a green screen, all right? And you will be able to place yourself or a picture behind you. So when you clicked on that, as you can see, a little row of all your pictures, your camera roll pretty much came up. That is going to allow you to place pictures behind you. So you will be in the front. That's how you see people with pictures or words behind you, and you in the front, and you can zoom in and zoom out. Now to favorite that, all you have to do is you will see that ribbon icon. Click that ribbon icon. Okay, that's right there, that ribbon icon, and favorite it. When it's not favorite, it's open. When you favorite it, it's closed. Right. The second green screen is the one directly next to it. It's going to be a box with an arrow pointing up, but it's going to have a play symbol in the middle. That is how you have grid videos. It's called green screen video. If you aren't following along, right here is the search symbol. So you can go here and type in green screen video, and where I'm at, it should just automatically pop up green screen video. I just did it and it popped up. Okay. And actually, that's easier. So we talked about just green screen. That's the name of them. So you go to the search bar and find them. Green screen video. And then I want you to tap on, let's see, the one that makes the green screen in a 3D green screen. 3D green screen. Okay. Right here. 3D green screen. That definitely wasn't it. That's the name of it, 3D green screen. This is going to allow you to put a picture like this, okay? Boom, in the little corner, all right? And with you behind it. So it'll be something like this. And you can move that, but I just wanted to show you those 3 green screen options in case you came to the Growth Camp with no knowledge of how to do these things, because I noticed that my community is between the age of 30, I'll just say 30 and up. And, you know, y'all came to TikTok because y'all heard of whatever the reason may be, but I believe you guys came to TikTok because you heard about the opportunities. So I want to make sure that while you're in this 30-day Growth Camp, I'm not going to talk too much about how-tos, but I will go over hands-on things that I feel like you need to know to be successful. When I first came on this app, I didn't know everything, but I knew just enough to get those green screens, okay, and apply some of those effects on my page. So again, at this time, we're going to open up the floor for Q&A. If you guys got any questions, please get in the chat. And you can raise your hand on Zoom, and I'll be ready to answer any questions that you guys may or may not have. All right, you guys, I do appreciate your time on tonight. We talked about several different things. I know this was a lengthy lot. Okay, someone said how to word my niche. How to word my niche. Sherlonda, I'm actually right now about to open the questions for Coach channel. And if you could put that question, can you honestly put that question, but give me a little bit more than how to word my niche, okay? I need just a little bit more than that, right? Like what would be the issue that you are having as far as that? Because I know TikTok, I had someone that had a kind of a tricky niche. They were dealing with AIDS and they couldn't really say that. So I understand exactly where you're coming from. I know there's certain terminology you can't speak, but if you could kind of give me a better understanding in depth of what you mean by how to word it. Is this in regards to hooks? Is it in regards to verbally saying things in your content? How can we can go back and forth. I'll shoot you some ideas and you let me know which ones you like, which ones you don't, and we could just kind of shoot off of each other inside of the I'm helping women overcome sexual abuse. Okay, yes, and I'm going to read the community guidelines again. I've read it, but I'm going to read it again just because I know sexual abuse. I don't want that to trigger when putting that on the screen. But people have gotten away with saying certain things by decoding it, right? They may change the E to a 3, or you see what I'm saying? But if you go, and what I'm going to do for you is, you know, type on Google, just type, you know, another way to say sexual abuse, right? I mean, we have those, what is it, synonyms. So again, we would definitely, I would definitely help you out in the Discord and the Questions for Coach channel. I appreciate you all for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next live.